Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for being here. My name is Andrew, coming to you from the beautiful Carolinas. Today's topic is going to be once the narcissist realizes it's too late. Think about that for a minute. Everyone, if you like the content, please like, subscribe, and share. So when the narcissist realizes what they had in you, it's going to be way too late, because the narcissist usually overplays their hand, not just with you, but with every source of supply, every relationship they're a part of, every deal they make, everything they do in life. They usually overplay their hand because they believe they're better than you. They believe that they can get one over on you. They believe that you won't figure out who they are. They believe that they can continue to wear that mask and prance around the globe and get unsuspecting individuals without anybody ever discovering who they are, which includes their immediate family members at times. But when the narcissist realizes what they had in you, it will be way too late. And I will tell you why. The reason why is because you're on the channel. You're becoming awakened and aware, educated and empowered, and you're understanding your worth. And you're now understanding that that relationship that you are thinking about, the past narcissistic relationship, it was a relationship to Destructionsville. It was meant to take you down. It was meant to manipulate you. It was meant to have you tricked, trapped, and to have you pining for the narcissist or thinking that you needed the narcissist. This is a pivotal part of the video I'm going to share with you. When you're caught up in these narcissistic relationships and you don't have the wisdom, which means you don't know what the narcissistic abusive cycle is, and you can't wrap your head around what kind of relationship you're in, and you believe that you need the other individual who turns out to be the narcissist or a toxic individual, this is not a good space to be. It is where you are existing in what I call the narcissistic fog. Now, you are not living your best life, not even close. What is happening is your resources are becoming depleted and decimated left, right, and center. Day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year, decade after decade. It's almost as if you are the giving tree and you keep on giving and giving and giving. And the narcissist keeps on taking and taking and taking. But what doesn't happen in there is the narcissist doesn't give you anything other than future faking, breadcrumbs of hope, little doses of fake humanity, fake empathy, and fake love, because there's nothing to the narcissist at their core. So when you're in the relationship and you're trapped in the narcissistic fog, you don't know how to get out because you don't know where you are. Now flip that script for a moment. Does the narcissist know where you are? Do they know that they placed you in that devaluation stage or the narcissistic fog? Yes, they do, because they are master manipulators. And what they do is they go on to unsuspecting individuals, i.e. new supply sources, or to recycled old sources of supply, in other words, former relationships, and they look to trap these people in the narcissistic abusive cycle over and over and over again. And the narcissist succeeds at this throughout the whole relationship until A, either you get discarded, B, you wise up and end it yourself, or C, unfortunately, you may stay trapped in that zombie-like, trance-like state, the narcissistic fog, where you are existing, you're not living. And if that's you, I would strongly suggest to play more videos and become awakened and aware, because you can get out of it. You can get out of any circumstance that you may think that you may be trapped in. There's a way out, I can assure you. I at once thought the way you thought. Now I don't. There is abundance all around me, and there's abundance around you. You just have to look for it and find it and build upon it. But that's for a whole separate video series. When the narcissist realizes that that relationship that you were a part of, in other words, with you, that it's not going to ever, and I mean ever, get any better, that is a very frightful sight for the narcissist. Now, are they going to introspect and say, wow, I really blew up that relationship, and that person, which is you, they offered me everything and more? And are they going to be accountable and say, well, I really did a number on that person? No, they're not going to ever do that. And I'm not suggesting for one moment that the narcissist is thinking about you or that past relationship every day. As a matter of fact, they're not doing that, I can promise you. However, there are certain periods of time, i.e. holidays or anniversaries or birthdays or occasions, where you will cross the mind of the narcissist. Example, today is a holiday in the United States. Many people celebrate it, others don't. It's fine. We are all individuals. We can do whatever we need to do or want to do. Having said that, if you go back in time, perhaps you celebrated that holiday with the narcissist. And if you did, think about how that holiday period of time went, usually. Was it filled with drama? Was it filled with chaos and confusion? Did it go swimmingly? Were you treated properly? Were you allowed to stand up at the dinner table and raise your glass and toast to all the people you had just cooked for? Or did the narcissist steal your thunder year after year, and they stood up and had the toast and acted like they cooked everything and took out all the accolades? You see, family, which I will discuss for a moment, family, your family, my family, it is always dynamic. It is ever changing and shifting. And this one day of the year in the United States, it's called Thanksgiving. And again, if you celebrate it, God bless you. If you don't, beautiful. Do what you need to do and enjoy your day. But having said that, think about your family when you were a child. Who was in your immediate family? And then think about that same family that you were part of, let's say when you were in high school. And then think about who your family was when you were in college. Think about who your family was when you were in your 20s, your 30s, your 40s, your 50s, whatever year old you are. Your family is ever changing. There is only one constant in your family. And do you know what that is? That's right, it's you. You are the only constant in your family. And many times you become a part of somebody else's family, or many times your family and their family get together and create a different family. In other words, a marriage. Understand what I'm sharing with you. So right now, if you're having a challenging day, let's say that, for an example, understand that where you are now is not where you will be in the future. Perhaps not even tomorrow. Certainly not next year, at least that's my hope. I could go back personally to 5 years ago and tell you where I was. I was a part of one family. 4 years ago, I was a part of a different family. 3 years ago, I was my own family. Same with 2 years ago, and including last year to a point. And now I am a part of a different family. This is a message that you must understand. Life is dynamic. It is ever shifting. So getting back on track, the narcissist usually overplays their hand. They overplayed their hand with you. They overplayed their hand with all the former relationships they were part of. And they will overplay their hand most likely today with the new supply, wherever they are, whatever they're doing, and in the future, subsequent days as well. Because the narcissist cannot have stability. They cannot have serenity or calmness or peace. What the narcissist needs is disruption, chaos, confusion, and drama. And for a period of time, that's the relationship you were a part of. You were consistently putting out fires. You were the errand person, the person who paid the bills, planned the vacations, paid tuitions, paid mortgages. You're the person who all of your resources got decimated day after day, week after week, month after month, which include your finances, your health, your status, your social circle, your job, your bank account. Anything around you was being decimated, and the narcissist knew this because the narcissist usually overplays their hand, and they only know one speed, which is full speed ahead. Think about the beginning of the relationship when you met the narcissist. During that euphoric / love bomb stage, it most likely went at a super fast rate. That's because the narcissist wanted to lock you down as quickly as possible. Perhaps you two got pregnant, if you get my point, and you were trapped into that relationship because you were now a mom or a dad with the narcissist, and now you're tied or tethered to them for the next 18 years. Was that on purpose? I don't know. That's for you to figure out, but this is what these people do. Another way is if you married them. Well, what was the wedding ring? Well, it meant one thing to you, but it meant a license to abuse and manipulate to the narcissist. Their vows were worthless. What their vows meant to them is, yes, I'm getting boatloads of supply from the ceremony and from creating the event and from all the gifts I will be showered with and all the attention and all the posts on social media. But then again, that luster will wear off. And as soon as the guests have left and the dust has settled and the bills are paid, which you paid, then I'll begin to devalue this individual who I am tied to only on the exterior by the wedding ring. And then again, behind the scenes, I will groom and or look for new sources of supply. When I am not with my spouse, perhaps I will take off the wedding ring or rings and I will appear single and I will gallivant the globe, going to alleged seminars or classes or whatever I'm doing, but I will be acting single and I will be looking for your replacement. That is what these people do. They cannot just be. The narcissist is, inside of them is a huge hollow emptiness and a void. It can never be satiated. The narcissist is always on the prowl looking for a new shiny object, a new relationship, a new friendship, a new community to join, a new hobby to join, a new anything they can get their hands on that they haven't done before. Because if the narcissist has done something in the past, usually except for former sources of supply, they don't like to go back to the past. What they want to do is they want to look for the new. And they always are on the prowl searching for that one cure, for the one relationship or the one person who they believe will actually appease them and make them satisfied. But at their core, the narcissist knows they're going to blow up every relationship, each and every one of them. So bear in mind, the narcissist overplays their hand. That's number one. Number two, your family is dynamic, and understand that it is always changing, always. And you need to understand that. So if you're missing the narcissist, perhaps the relationship ended for you recently, or if you're pining for them, if you get my point, the pine's behind me, not trying to be funny, but understand that the narcissist does not have your best interest at heart. They never have, and they never will. And perhaps you're still caught up in the narcissistic fog, or you're still in the trauma bond, which is the most challenging thing to break known to humankind. When you are in a environment or in a state of mental capacity, meaning you're caught up in the trauma bond and you don't know what you're up against, and it is like bizarro world, what is left is right, what is right is left, what is up and down, and you don't know what's going on, and you can't really regulate yourself. Perhaps you're losing weight or gaining weight. You can't talk to other individuals about where you are because you don't know where you are. And any other individual you speak with about the relationship that you just exited or are in, they're not going to be able to wrap their head around it because they haven't experienced a toxic narcissistic relationship. That's why so many times when you are talking or communicating with individuals who haven't gone through the narcissistic abusive cycle, they can't wrap their head around it, so they will get burned out. They sincerely will. They can't fathom what you're going through. That's why you need to communicate with an individual who has come through the fire, risen through the ashes like a phoenix, and put themselves back together. That is myself, and that is many people in the community. But understand that your value, your worth, it is through the moon. It is the sky high. The narcissist saw your beautiful, bright energy, and they wanted to capture it, and they succeeded for a period of time, which was the length of the relationship. They wanted to have that energy shift. They wanted to spew their toxic, negative energy into you and keep you trapped in that zombie-like, trance-like state, the narcissistic fog, and they wanted to steal your positive energy. And that's how they went from your relationship and springboarded to the next relationship, and they'll do on and on and on. Now, why I shared in the thumbnail, when the narcissist realizes it's too late, because there will be times, and today easily could be one of them, when they reflect back for a moment and they say to themselves, wow, that one really was amazing. And they not only escaped, but they put themselves back together. They've healed. How the heck did they do that? All of my other relationships, all of my former relationships, all of my other exes or friendships, whomever these people were, they usually come crawling back to me. They usually can't break the trauma bond. They're not nearly as strong as this individual was, which is you. And what do they say to themselves? They say, wow, that really is the one that got away. That is the one that I crumbled up like a sheet of paper, threw that person away on the freeway, left for dead, isolated, all by themselves with no support system, no money. Health took a hit. Everything was perfect for them not to succeed and not survive. But what did they do? Behind the scenes, they began to work on themselves and heal and process childhood wounds and practice radical acceptance and understand that needle in a haystack, which is narcissism, understand it inside out. And they wrapped their head around it through a period of time where they were self-isolating, not being isolated. Remember, there's a huge difference between being isolated by the narcissist, which is what happened usually when you get discarded, and self-isolating when you are in the cocoon of boundaries, which is a period of time where you want to heal and you need to really slow your life down. But you're the one that got away. You're the one that has the abundance. You're the one that has the beautiful bright light that the narcissist captured for a period of time. And now your health is returning. Your status is returning. Your network of friends is returning. Perhaps you are falling in love again. Perhaps you're building new relationships. Perhaps you relocated. Perhaps you're going back to school. Perhaps you're taking a class, teaching a class, reading a book, writing a book. But your future is abundant. Doors are opening for you. And it's at this period of time when the narcissist looks back and they say, wow, I can't believe how far this person has come, which is you. I can't believe what they've done. That's remarkable. It's amazing. Yeah, it is. Because you've been the fuel source, not only to fuel the narcissist for a period of time, but to fuel yourself throughout your whole life. And now you understand and can wrap your head around what narcissism is, and you know how it affected you for a period of time. Now you have boundaries in place. Now you are not a people pleaser. You're not a person that puts others in front of yourself. You only contribute back to the community and or the planet and those loved and trusted ones around you when your cup is full. You can learn and have practiced the strongest word in the English language, which is no. Remember, when you say no to something or someone, you are saying yes to yourself. That is one word that the narcissist never wanted to hear, and they certainly don't want to hear it now. So understand the message. When the narcissist realizes it, it will be too late. Now, this video is to let you know of all the possibilities that are in front of you, all the abundance that lies right in front of you, all the doors that will open up for you. When you actually get the message that the narcissist, any narcissist from the past, the present, or the future, they don't have your best interest at heart. Play that again. They can't change. They are looking to capture you. again and keep you trapped in that narcissistic fog. You've broken free from that. You've healed, or you're well on the healing path, headed to the pinnacle of indifference, the mountaintop of indifference. If that's you, you cannot spend one more second in the presence of any toxic individual. You have insulated yourself. You have shortened your social circle. You now do things in time, in your time, and you know that it took a mountain of work to process the relationship and to put yourself back together. So now you can see through the mask. You can see behind the curtain, and you have identified just exactly how much that individual or individuals in the past narcissistic relationship, how much they try to take from you. And they did a number on you, I can promise you. However, what they didn't realize is that you would rise through the ashes like a phoenix. You would enter the third version of yourself, the strongest, most galvanized version of you ever possible. And that you now are glowing. You are now radiant. You are now vibrating as high as any human could ever vibrate, because you've conquered something, which is the narcissistic abusive cycle. You found your way in a trapped zone, which was the trauma bond and the narcissistic relationship, and you did not know where you were placed. You did not know how to get out. You did not know that this even existed, and guess what you did? You picked yourself up by the bootstraps. You dusted yourself off. You processed everything about the relationship, and now you're here thriving. Now you're here learning, you're growing, you're teaching if you can. You are now the best version of yourself. If you think about how remarkable an accomplishment that is, take a moment and play the last 20 seconds of this video again. That is an absolutely astounding and amazing accomplishment. You defeated something that you didn't even know you were up against. Think about what I'm sharing with you. This isn't like you broke a bone in your arm and you went to the doctor and they mended it, and in 6 weeks you healed and you knew what to do and not to do, because other individuals have broken bones in their arm. You were placed in a place on this planet, a mental prison, if you will, a physical torture chamber, an emotional roller coaster, a financial abusive situation, and you were fighting for yourself behind the scenes each and every day for a period of time, until one day perhaps you did get discarded, and then you couldn't wrap your head around what was going on because you didn't know what narcissism was, because you weren't taught it in school. But lo and behold, you found a needle in a haystack, and you figured out, oh my goodness, that's what this was. That's what this is. I need to run for the hills, but I need to heal. I need to take a lot of time out of what I was doing. I need to slow my life down, process things, put myself back together, and then enter the third version of myself. That's what you did. Think of what an amazing accomplishment that is. For anybody to have done that, to beat something that you didn't even know what you were up against, is absolutely astounding. And that's what you did. And that's what I did. And that's why you're a beautiful, bright, shining light. And that's why you need to be thankful. And that's why you need to be grateful. And that's why you need to know that today is a beautiful day for you. And tomorrow will be a better day. Understand the message, everybody. Please play this video a few times. Pay it forward to someone who could use it. And understand that you are the priority. You come first, second, and third. So guys, that's the video. I hope you liked it. I loved doing it from the beautiful Carolinas. This is Andrew. Namaste. Have a great afternoon, evening, or morning, no matter where you are on the planet. Remember, you are not alone. No matter where you are not alone. Perhaps you are in your house right now, and maybe it's a challenging afternoon. I get it. I was there. I know what it's like. Understand tomorrow's a new day. You will get through today. You will begin to put yourself back together. It will take time. It will take a mountain of work, but if I did it, you can do it. And I did do it, and you are doing it. So be kind to yourself. Be patient to yourself. Again, pay this video forward to someone who could use an uplifting video of hope, promise, the future, of possibilities, and of your abundance. Again, I'll tell you, I love you all. God bless you. No matter where you are, and no matter what circumstances you're in, you will get out of it and you will continue to move forward. I'm sending you positive energy, a huge virtual hug, and all of the love in the world. God bless you. I love you, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Have a great day, guys. Bye-bye.